Welcome to Miss V English, everybody. Remember to go to missvenglish.com to book your one-on-one lesson with me. For now, enjoy this mini lesson. Let's get started. Today's lesson, everybody, is all about there is versus there are. We use these terms when we are describing the things we see around us, but there is a big difference between the two. Keep watching. Okay, let's quickly go over again when to use there is and there are. We use there is and there are to say that something exists or to describe what's around us. Let's have a look at some examples. Here we have, there is a cat on the roof. There are 2 books on the table. Do you think you can guess when to use there is and when to use there are from looking at these sentences? Well, here's the answer, everybody. So, use there is for one thing. So when you are describing one thing, you must use there is. Use there are when you are talking about more than one thing. So one is singular and the other is for plural things. Let's have a look at a few more examples. There is a computer on the desk. How many computers are on the desk? Just one. So we say there is a computer. There is a chair. There is a chair. Just one chair. It is singular. So we say there is. But if I want to say there are 3 pens, well, I'm talking about 3 pens. That's plural. There is more than one pen. So we use there are. There are 3 pens. There is a chair. Write these examples down in your notebook so that you don't forget them. Well, what about if you need to ask a question? Well, it gets a little interesting. All you have to do is flip those 2 words around. So before we said there is and there are. When you are asking a question, flip those around so that you have is there and are there. So we do a little switch. Have a listen to these examples when asking a question. Is there a supermarket near here? Notice I'm talking about or asking about a supermarket. So one singular supermarket. And that is why I used is there, okay? Now for this example, are there any restaurants around? Now I'm talking about restaurants. That's plural, more than one. So that's why I used are there. Is there a supermarket near here? Are there any restaurants around? Remember the golden rule, everybody. Use is there for one thing and are there for many things. All right, everybody, it's time to put your learning to the test. Let's have a look and see what you've learned so far. I have some sentences here, but they are unfinished. There are spaces. Now, some are questions and some are statements. It's your job to put in is there or are there, or there is or there are, okay? How do we know which one to use? Have a look and think, is it singular or plural, the object that I'm talking about, or objects? Let's have a look. 2 apples on the table. It's a statement, not a question. So it's going to begin with there is 2 apples or there are 2 apples. What do you think the answer is? Well done. If you said there are, you're correct. Why? Because we are talking about 2 apples. That means more than one. So the answer must be there are. Don't worry if you can't see the writing. I'll say it loud enough for you to hear. There are 2 apples on the table. The next one is a question. So remember, it's going to be flipped. Any chairs in this room? So would I say, is there any chairs in this room, or are there any chairs in this room? Well done. Are there? Because we are talking about chairs, more than one chair. So I need to say, are there any chairs? Because I'm talking about more than one chair. Okay, and this one. A park near your house? It's a question, so it's going to be, is there a park near your house? Or are there a park? What's the answer, everybody? A park. One, singular. It's is there. Is there a park near your house? Well done if you got that one correct. The next one, it's a little bit chopped off, but we don't mind. It says, no milk left in the fridge. It's not a question, it's a statement. No milk left in the fridge. So, what are you going to put there? There is no milk left in the fridge, or there are no milk left in the fridge? This is a tricky one, everybody, because milk is actually an uncountable object, okay? Milk isn't really singular or plural. It just is. So you would say, there is no milk left in the fridge. There is no milk left in the fridge. How many did you get correct out of 4? Let me know in the comments below what you got. Now, everybody, for some homework, here's what I would like you to do. Look around you and describe the things that you can see. I want you to use your voice and say these sentences out loud, and write them down in your notebook. So you can look around you and say, there is a window next to me. There are some books on my desk. There is a cat on the chair. There are 2 dogs outside. Whatever you can see around you, inside or outside, I would like you to have a go at saying these phrases out loud and writing them down as well. That way, if you do both of those things, it really sticks inside your brain, which is what we want when we're learning English. So, have a go at doing that. Practice using there is and there are correctly. Maybe you can even write down some questions using is there and are there. Now, everybody, my tips for success are these. Use there is for one thing. Use there are for more than one thing. Remember, if you're using negatives, you can say isn't or aren't. For example, there isn't a chair, or there aren't any apples. Well, learners, that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming lessons. Go to MissMeEnglish.com to book your private session with me, and let's master your English together. Until next time, everybody, see you later.